I am Kuthumi, and I come forward upon the rays of love and wisdom to greet thee at this time, and to gift unto thee a divine blessing of inspiration. Greetings, dear ones. It is with great joy and with great pleasure within our hearts that we gather with you upon this day, as we hold each of you here firmly within the heart of Christ and securely upon the hands of God.
Thank you, Lord.
You're so welcome. Beloved ones, I have chosen this time of interaction and higher communication to share with you some insights on your current situation, but for the master part of it, I also wish to recap certain energies that you have experienced. There is a great time at this time. There is a great need, at this time upon your plane for healing. When we gather together the times before, during these Christed year, we discussed various options that will enable you and help you to see yourself fit, to see yourself through, and that will support you to see for yourself a more relaxed part of being. Has it worked? Not really. For the greater part of humanity at this time is facing exceptional stress upon your planet. Stress that stretches beyond the world of spirituality, in the sense that it's a world that involves politics, it's a world that involves financial limitations, and it is a world that involves being unsure about your situation here. Now let me put it to you this way. First of all, get this. There are no guarantees in life. The only guaranteed fact that you have is that you will leave from here. You have other guarantees, some of which may include the fact that you will be back here. You will return here. Some of you may not. But as a whole, all of you will return back to the earth again. Perhaps not in the lifetime that is to follow once you leave here. But I promise you something this day, if that means anything to you. And that is that over the next couple of 100 years, you will not be able to contain yourself in not wanting to come back here. You would have to come back here to be so excited for you to experience what you have created here over years and years and years of work, of planning, years of training the self to see things differently. So those are the guarantees that I can give you. Everything else in between that is an open space. And it is within these open spaces, beloved ones, that we, the Ascended Masters and Guides and Guardians, and even just your mere family members that have departed from your physicality, shows you and teaches you how to handle things, gives you guidance, and holds your hand so that you may discover something beyond yourself within that open space. Because that open space is an empty canvas, and it is truly up to you what you create on that canvas. One of the good reminders that you need to remember, or that I'm here to remind you of, is to always remember that first and foremostly, you are a spirit being having a human experience. Now, you've heard that a million times. Blah, blah, blah. You go, I can see you. I can hear you. We've heard that so many times, Kuthumi. It is totally outdone. It is not, because you're not understanding it. I'm going to repeat those words again. You are a spirit being having a human experience. What does that mean, beloved ones? That means that the situation that you have found yourself within in this present moment, this physicality, this body that you have created for yourself, is an illusion. It is real, yes, for it's in third dimension. It's the vehicle that you need to journey through this world. But at the same time, it is not everlasting. It is not. It comes from nothing and it returns to nothing. And the soul, spirit, self still continues through the journey, taking on all these experiences. So then why would you freak yourself out so much about your current experience if you know it is only a fraction of that which you are journeying along? Yes, there are challenges. Yes, there are issues. There may be financial challenges, there may be health issues. There may be self-inflicted issues, there may be addiction issues. The list is endless. So why not see these, as I like to refer to them, cobblestones, as pieces of a game. Pieces of a game that you play. And as you sit with a puzzle, and you puzzle things together to create a picture, cut yourself out your own puzzle of your life. See where your situation needs to go. A very good idea is to take a blank piece of paper, write all of your issues on the piece of paper, all over, randomly. Then take another piece of paper and write all your blessings, your gifts on that randomly. Then you turn them both over, mix them up, so that you are sitting with two blank faces staring at you from the top. Put the one over the other and mix them so that you don't know which is where. Separate them, cut a puzzle out of the one and then cut another puzzle from the other, fit the two together, and you may discover a blessing that will help you with certain issues, won't you? And if not, have fun with it. Play with it. Take away the strain and the stress that you are under. Take away this demand of heaviness from the third dimensional world that demands of you to be imbalanced. Take it away. Bring that which is heavy and burdensome into the light. Bring it into a lighter vibration. Lift the frequency of all of that which holds you back, which drags you down, and put it in a new way of understanding. In other words, take the heaviness of your world and make light of it. We've always told you, very importantly, a very old cliche, you can't solve a problem at the level that it was created, number one. And then we've told you that you see things, sometimes things are not as they seem, very old cliche. Use these gifts given to you from so many different avenues and create for yourself a new puzzle and transform and transcend that which is dark and heavy according to you into a lighter way of being. For there's always a solution, and one of my favorites is when something troubles you and something disturbs you, even an illness, love it away. When you bring love into an imbalanced emotion, it cannot but survive in a love code. Because love, as you know, conquers all. Love conquers all. So that is my first address to you this day, is to let go of the restrictions and the restraints of that which makes you crumble. See it in a new light. See it as an experiment and as an experience rather than a sentence. See it as an experience. See it as an experiment rather than a sentence. For you've come here to create a new world. You've come here to play. You've come here to create for yourself a divine situation of being. And when things prevent you from doing so, then the message certainly is there for you to try and find another way to overcome that, to allow you to become light and free. For at the moment on your planet, there is a great problem with humanity being light and free. Beloved ones, my next address to you is this. Light workers all over the world is despondent. Yeah. Sing the song, blah, blah, blah. So what? Do you know why they are despondent? They're not despondent because of things that never happened. They're despondent because they would never listen to the messages that came through. They created their own imbalance by blowing things out of proportion in an imaginary world and describing to facts that is absolutely unprecedented and almost godly impossible to create. Yet they are the ones that say they've been let down. Blah, blah, blah. Move along to the next page. Do you know what I mean? Get over it. You created, you uncreated. Nobody has ever promised you a rose garden and ended up giving you a bunch of thorns. You're the ones that painted the picture. So now we're asking you, as light workers, unpaint it. Because we need you. We need you back on track. We need you on top form. And we need you stronger and more beautiful and louder than ever. Yes, I'm not saying running down the street, but what we are saying is spread the message of love and light from yourself by living it, and all else will fall into place. That's all we're saying. Beloved ones, there is so much going on behind the scenes of your planet and of your world. So much. Please sit up straight. Close your eyes. Relax your breathing, back straight. Now visualize for yourself, if you will, that you are sitting inside a golden pyramid. The golden pyramid where we left you the last time we gathered together. In your mind's eye, be comfortable in this pyramid. A pyramid has 4 sides and 4 corners. Become aware of them. It is a massive golden pyramid of light, and you are in the very center. Become aware of the floor of the pyramid. It is a crystalline energy. Tap into the frequency that it gives you, the color vibration it gives you. Give it to me, brother, from my left. What color do you see, frequency?
Like an obsidian tourmaline.
Yes. You are asked at the moment to clear your mind from being muddled up with an uncertain energy. You are asked to calm your psyche down more, to pay more attention to being completely balanced. And that's the frequency that you are asked to work with. Sister?
Citrine.
Citrine. In that citrine energy, you are asked to allow a new world of expansion to unfold around you, to get rid of the rigidness and at the same time open your wings, because as you embrace a new frequency in your world, so you discover a new frequency within yourself. Think of lemon, the lovely smell when you cut open a lemon. Do you follow me?
Yes.
It's fresh, it's new, and it's very exciting, brother.
Light blue.
Light blue. Here, the answer is for you to become softer in your expression, in the sense of your demands. Blue is a feminine color. Light blue is a very mature feminine color. So be gentle in your requests. Let's move along, sister.
Black with golden spots.
Well, there you go. Universal discoveries. Open your mind. Allow a new frequency of expansion to create a world of discovery for you. Let go of the borders. Let go of the boundaries. Let go of the restrictions of the past. And be excited about embracing the new you, brother.
Emerald.
There you go. That is the essence of the heart and the third eye combined. So there, the lesson is for you to be in the moment by opening up your heart center fully. Your heart center fluctuates. It opens and closes, opens and closes, opens and closes. When your heart center opens, the third eye opens. When your heart center closes, the third eye closes. What this is saying is allow the frequency of love, of beautiful, unadulterated love, to open up a vision within you for you to expand your borders. Sister?
Pink and blue.
Pink and blue, that is the combination of the masculine and the feminine, believe it or not. So there, the question for you is to bring balance of being the masculine side and the feminine side. Be careful not to tread too much in the one and too little in the other. Practice on bringing the authoritarian and the student into one space. Allow that which you express and that which you integrate to be in balance of the divine masculine feminine. For pink is a masculine colour and blue is a feminine colour, for those of you that do not know, sister.
Rose quartz.
Healing, healing, heal, heal, heal. Heal the world, heal yourself, heal your people, heal your tribe, heal your family. Heal, 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 heal. Place yourself in that rose quartz, sister, and understand that rose quartz is the quartz that is the most profound on this planet, because it's the quartz that there is the most of. Therefore, allow your healing energy to not only heal you and your friends and your family, but also at times just sit quietly and allow that energy of rose quartz to just go through this planet and just send healing vibrations. So at times of anger, at times of uncertainty, just see rose quartz around that problem. Sister?
Crystalline rainbow.
Well, there you go. You have to confuse everyone, don't you? Crystalline rainbow. Well, the rainbow has all the colours and crystalline has all the colours. So, in having been what you've been through, now is the time where there is a clear message for you to relax. You know you have to do what you have to do to make your ends meet, to create your world. But you are asked to also now and again make a point of it, of actually sitting back, celebrating life. Yes?
Yes, thank you.
Very good. So you are in this pyramid, you are on this crystalline slab. I have now shown you or given you some idea of what this crystalline is telling you. That is not the only idea, beloved ones. There are so many. There are so many energies and essences waiting to burst into you, if you but allow it. So that's what it's asking you, is to remember your frequencies, remember what was shared, and then in your own time, visualize yourself sitting in a golden pyramid, feeling this frequency underneath you, hearing the words that we have shared with you this day, and then opening up your mind for you to receive a greater truth. Now let's do that. Very calm, very relaxed, in your golden pyramid. See the four corners, importantly. You've got the crystalline energy underneath you, that which you have just discussed with us. Now, imagine from the very top, in other words, the apex of your pyramid. If you can tap into the apex of your pyramid for a moment before we go any further. Now I'm going to reiterate the fact that your pyramid is massive. You are like a little ant in the very center of your pyramid. The ceiling, the tip, the apex is high. Your energy field is huge. You're sitting there. You come into touch with the tip of the apex. Yes? And now allow a droplet of liquid gold to be dispersed from the apex. And as it drops into your energy field, see it hit every layer of your chakric energy as it comes close to you. See it hit the 13th, then the 12th, then the 11th, then the 10th, then the 9th. See it hovering in the 8th. Now from the 8th, see how this droplet becomes bigger and heavier. So it gains more liquid, golden liquid. Put it into the 7th chakra. The droplet is bigger. Put it into the Sixth chakra, the droplet is even bigger, the third eye. Bring it down into the throat area, the droplet is even bigger. Bring it all the way down into the heart, the droplet of gold is even bigger. Bring it down into your solar plexus, increase. The sacral increase, the base increase. Now move that droplet, that big droplet of gold, beyond your base center, into your earth chakra that is about, let's just say, a half a meter below your feet into the earth. Do you have that?
Yes.
Now I'm going to, on the count of 3, ask you to release that golden droplet down and let it settle into the very core of your planet. 1, 2, 3. You've anchored and grounded yourself into the essence of Mother Earth. Now let's breathe that gold back up. Breathe it in. Up, 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 through all of your chakras, through your body, out into the top chakra, back up to the tip of the pyramid. Have you got it?
Yes.
Into the apex and let it go. And as you let it go, let it explode into 1 trillion uncountable golden little bubbles that floats into everyone's energy field, into everyone's atmosphere. Let's try that again. Let's just drop it very quickly from the top down. As it goes down, it goes bigger, 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 all the way to the earth. Let it connect and draw it up, out through the apex of the pyramid, and let it explode. Allow a little gold droplet to fall into everyone's crown center. Beloved ones, bless the world as you are blessed. Bring your energy back into the pyramid. Just relax. Give unto the world as the world gives unto you. You're standing in this amazing pyramid of light. This golden pyramid with a beautiful crystalline base of your own making. You received a golden essence from a higher aspect of yourself to enlighten yourself. You feed it to the earth so that you are grounded to it. You bring it back up through the divine flame energy, and you burst it out and you give it and you share it onto others. What a beautiful gift that is. You're standing in the space. I now wish for you to, for a moment, focus on your wings. See your wings behind you. Your angelic wings. We are now going to ask you to open those wings up gently, and you are going to stretch these wings far into the energy field beyond the pyramid, for they are etheric wings, through your pyramid, through the grids, through the Christ consciousness grid. The tip of your wings go beyond the final grid around the planet. It goes into the universal energy beyond your plane. In other words, we push the barrier here for you to exceed past your expectations of thought, so that you go into a gamma energy, an energy of anything can happen, a place where miracles reside, the miracles which you can draw down from and drown into your being. This is the place where the cosmos breathes. The cosmic energy is alive. This is not even universal. It's beyond that. It is where it all comes together in a magnificent flow of breath, of light. It is where the waves of energy holds everything together, the fabric of the universe. It is the essence of the Creator that is everywhere, within as without, everywhere. Beloved ones, do not be disturbed by the sound. Allow the sound to bring a gift to you, a tingling of energy, an angelic bell that is ringing. Tap into that energy beyond this energy. Tap into the energy of all is possible. Tap into the divine realm of gifts, the realm of manifestation, the realm of bringing things unto you that you deserve. The realm where exchange happens as part of a higher frequency. You've gone beyond beta, alpha. You've gone beyond theta, delta. You're now in a realm beyond anything, a place where you've never been before. Allow the tips of your wings to touch on that energy. And understand that anything is possible if you believe. Now very gently draw that energy back into your pyramid of light. And as you draw that energy back, your pyramid of light expands again. And you are standing in your divineness, in the very center of that pyramid. Your wings are now part of your energy again. You have this incredible golden flow of energy going up and down. And as it gifts you with that which you believe you can receive, you share that with others, for they too are able to receive that as what is gifted to them. So that all of the gifts given to you, you share out to the world, not in a foolish way, not in a way of thinking that you do not deserve them, in the message and the knowledge that you can give to others for them to do the same. By handing out gifts, it does not benefit anyone, beloved ones. If there is a critical situation, give life, give food, yes, give water, give survival. But then teach the man how to fish. Give him a fish so that he can get up and be strong. But that does not mean to say you have to become his supplier of fish. There's far too much of that in this world. And unfortunately, that is an energy that is dragging this planet down incredibly. But it is an energy that we are working with and filtering through to separate that which increases from that which decreases. This planet is on a new path, and those that do not go along will fall by the wayside as we go along. And as we pick up momentum and speed, you may have noticed, with time being so fast, the more they will go. And as we pick up even more momentum and speed, those of a very old or imbalanced frequency will not be able to keep up, and they will be going to the wayside. Do you understand me?
Yes.
But you cannot give up hope. You are the ones that are holding this energy. And if you're not going to hold it, who will? Who will? You are the ones that set this plan in motion. You can't halfway now turn around and say, no, we're not staying because we can't see anything happening. Be quiet. Be still in your pyramid. Do these exercises. Do these meditations. We took you through a cave. You walked through a magnificent cave coming into this pyramid in the last message and the message prior to that. The cave was transformed. Your world is transformed. We taught you that even though you may face a winter in your life, the summer will come. The snow caps may still be there. Therefore, you still may have some challenges of a cold snap here and a winter there. But in truth, the flowers are blossoming. Summer is here. And it is here for you in this part of the world, in this southern hemisphere. Summer is upon you. We're not saying there's not going to be cold, rainy days. But that's what the meditation showed you. So now, before entering this pyramid during the last meditation, you created a sphere of gold of everything that you are blessed with. We asked you to tap into every happy time in your life, every good time, every exciting time, and to place that into a golden sphere. You then raised the sphere up yourself to place in your 8th chakra. And as you did so, myself and Diana's swords pierced the golden, and it rained upon you. So with it raining upon you, you walked into the pyramid and you stood where you are now. Now today we are taking this one step further. We are reminding you where this energy is coming from. It does not come from this realm. It doesn't come from this world. It comes from existence. Where is God? There is not a separate section within the realms of creation where you walk towards to knock on a door to say, I'm here to see God, please. I want to know who God is. You want to know who God is? Look in the mirror. Look around you. God is everything in existence. And when you start realizing this, that is when you begin to transcend in dimensional frequency. That is when you move away from a lower third energy that traps you and that keeps you into a higher fourth. And that will again release its own insecurities, which will take you into a higher fourth. From a lower fourth into a higher fourth. Then into a fifth, a lower fifth. But as of the 5th dimension, everything changes. And from there on, revelations happens and unfolds, second to none. So fast your head will spin. So the quicker you get there, the less stress you will have in your world. So you're standing in your golden pyramid with a crystalline slab under you. You have just been given the gift of power, of strength, of magnificence. You've been given the gift of recognizing your beauty in the part of all of this. You have shared this gift with others. Now, let's relax. Back up, straight spines up. Breathe easy. Just relax. Tap into that up and down flow of golden energy, please, which automatically does what it needs to do. You don't have to think about it anymore. Isn't that amazing? Mm-hmm. Life should be uncomplicated. You've been blessed with an autonomic nervous system that's divided into the parasympathetic and the parasympathetic. What we are teaching you through these exercises, beloved ones, is to awaken your spiritual autonomic system so that you can automatically work with the play of energy to help you in times of need. And when you do not need it, understand, it doesn't go away. It's still there. When you are not aware of your chakric system or your auric field, it doesn't go away. It's still there. When you are not aware of the fact that you tap into a universal flow of energy that gives a supply and demand action, it is still there. It doesn't go away. Do you follow me? Very good. Relax. Just relax. Beloved ones, as you have extended the gifts of power, of magnificence, the gift of assurity, the gift of firmness, the gift of feeling secure, the gift of abundance, the gift of illumination with yourself and others represented in the gold. Allow that golden frequency to continue. We are now going to very gently breathe in a crystalline mother of pearl frequency that will intermingle with the gold and simply be poured into your energy field through the apex of your pyramid, drizzling down through all of your chakras, through your chakra column, through your body, out your base chakra, into the earth. It's a crystalline mother of pearl energy. Just become aware of its flow. Now, unlike the gold, where we breathed into our energies and we allowed it to explode onto the world around us, we are simply going to become aware that this crystalline mother of pearl frequency flies back up from the corner of the earth, back into our energy, back up through our energy field and out through the apex of the pyramid. And it then forms a torus field. In other words, it's a cocoon energy around you that creates like a flow of energy called a torus field. Are you with me? Are you familiar with this energy? We will discuss this in more depth at a later time. But the torus energy is creating a cocoon, and instead of being the cocoon being around you, It is a cocoon that travels through the very center. If you open your eyes briefly and have a look, through the very center of your body, around like that, down through the top in, and it creates like a cocoon that spins, for it spins around you. So that is the torus field that you create around you. And we ask you to see this in the mother of pearl crystalline, together with the up and down flow of energy between the very core of the earth and the apex of your pyramid. Now allow yourself to tap into that energy. Beloved ones, this is more of a universal energy. It's the energy of wisdom. It is the flow of divine emotions. Where the gold is the masculine, this is the feminine. Where the gold is extended from a platform of creating, this energy is extended from a platform of sharing. And when I mean sharing, I do not mean sharing what the gold presented you with. I mean sharing the gift of life, the inspiration that you find in a flower, the beauty that you find in a mother, in a child, in a husband, in a son, the gentleness that you experience when you listen to the sounds of nature, and the communication between animals. Beloved ones, this is more of a universal energy that allows the unexpected to arrive, to expect the unexpected and welcome it in. This is an energy that creates your soul signature. It is a widely expanded energy. Whereas the golden energy allows you to tap into the physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, and etheric of your physicality, your mentality, your emotions, your spirituality, and your etheric. The crystalline energy, on the other hand, takes you into a frequency of discovery. It is a frequency where, when you walk down the street and you see a mother hug her child, for he's about to go to boarding school, and the tears in her eyes just rolls and flows, you feel that pain. It is a frequency where you see someone being hurt, and you feel the pain yourself. That is what you draw from them. It is a frequency where you close your eyes and your ears and you hear the pain and the sadness or the happiness and the joy from a world that you do not even know, and you can relate to it because it's them. Beloved ones, this is the frequency that fills the gap between all the empty spaces that you believe to be there. So you have the creator, the expression side. You have the inner side, the nurturing side, the crystalline side. Now allow these to be balanced in your energy field by acknowledging your senses. The smell that is connected to your base center, the taste that is connected to your sacral center, your sight that is connected to your solar plexus center, feeling the touch that is connected to your heart center, expression, communication that is connected to your throat center, inner side, inspiration, knowing, the ability to see beyond this world that is connected to your sixth center, your third eye. then allow that to expand and open up even further. For as you activate all of that through the codes of acceptance, of nurturance, of authenticity, of compassion, of communication, and of inspiration, that expands and it allows you to tap into a world above, a world beyond, where you begin to tap into the frequency beyond the fourth grid, the gamma frequency that we are trying to introduce to you. That is when you have the 7th chakra, the 8th, the 9th, the 10th, opening up to that higher energy, where you have unity and knowing in the 7th, where you have a complete mixture of energies contained within the 8 into your archetypes. And you have to deal with the way you work with the earth in the 9th. And you do that by listening to the angelic realm in the 10th. You do that by further expanding your mind, listening and hearing and tapping into the flow of energy coming from the galactic realms through the 11th. And above all, by claiming yourself as part of the Christ light and by surrendering into the Christ energy, into the divine diamond crystalline codes, you embrace the 12. Your divinity, your connectedness is what allows you to tap into the 8th chakra, into the scatterbrainness. Divinity and connectedness is what allows you to let go of the scattered brain. When you take that further, unconditional love and service is what allows you to give the gift of love, of healing, of support to the earth. For you as a light worker have come to help her transcend. Now believe me, she is making her transition, but it's now very much time for yours. They are knocking. So, unconditional love and service is what allows you to serve on that platform of the 9th. In the 10th, in your angelic realms, it is truth and euphoria. For the angelic world truthfully supports you in ways you can't even imagine or realize at times. And the euphoria is the sense that you feel when you tap into that energy, when you allow that truth to shift the frequency within you, for you to break barriers of old. You tap into that euphoria. From that euphoric state, you then go into enlightenment and surrender. For when you surrender into the higher forces, into the galactic forces, that is when you touch on enlightenment in such a way that you cannot go down again. These are the frequencies, even though they are only contained within the upper part of your chakric system, is what allows the upper and the lower levels of the self to connect to the frequencies of the miracles, of that which is beyond the crystalline grid, beyond the 4th grid. Beloved ones, we have made a point of it, of connecting you to the grid energy and allowing yourself to understand the importance of feeding your energy into the grid and drawing this energy from the grid. But we are now introducing you, or slowly beginning to introduce you, to something that goes even beyond that. It is cosmic, it is universal, and it is not of this world. And we have to do it gently. So this is how we are gently allowing you, or asking you, or daring you to expand and open up. So when you push through the 12 energy level, when you are in that Christ consciousness, there, what do you feel? You feel passion and you feel free. You have a free will to be passionate about everything, because that is what spirit does. When you leave this plane and you return home once you've been here, you live in a frequency of passion. As a spirit being, you do not appear under a tree lying on the grass, eating an apple that is sour. No, you don't. You passionately transform it into a sweet apple. Why would you? You do not sit under a tree and you mope and you're miserable because of something that is not going your way. That's human. Spirits are passionate about what they are. We are passionate. Myself, as an ascended master, I am passionate about what I stand for. And it's that passion that we now wish to rub off on you, for you to get excited about it again. For the time is here. It's knocking. So that takes you through that, and we encapsulate that with creativity at the very end. Beloved ones, the energy that you feel in the very first section of the meditation that we introduced to you years ago is an energy that brings balance between the masculine and the feminine, which is represented in your journey on earth and your journey off earth in the gold and the crystalline. It is an energy where we brought in the power and the holiness of breath. Very important. When you are feeling out of sync, it is because your heart is not balanced. When your heart is not balanced, your breath is wrong. So when you are in a situation where you're feeling not good, you're feeling stressed out, you're feeling completely vulnerable, sit down and breathe. Very importantly. And just by changing your breathing, you will shift the frequency of that which is around you. And if you can in any way connect to the energy that we've asked you to connect with today, we would strongly suggest that you work with this. Because these frequencies, these energies that I will now go through again as I have done today, step by step, to teach you the importance of this and to stress to you the fact that you have within you everything that is required of you for you to change things. All you have to do is believe it. Believe it and receive it. And this is the first step today of going back, recapping what we've done over the last 4 years, going further to the last 6 years, in fact, and giving this back to you as a gift, for this is a very important gift. It is a very important gift. I'm asked at this time to give you clarity on this. For our brother and sister that works with this energy, transcribing it into words, we would suggest that the bulk of it is not needed to be transcribed again. for this is a lot of recapping happening. Because you didn't get it before. And if you're not going to get it now, you never will. Therefore, we ask you to work with this energy. We are also asking that our sister gives you a lecture in channel state with me, Kuthumi, at least once a month to complete the rest of this, where these energies needn't be put into words, but more for you to listen to it and to learn from it. Are you able to do that?
Yes.
Would you like to do that?
Yes.
Yes.
Very well then. So, beloved ones, before we pop your bubble, let us leave it at that. Let us recap very quickly what we have shared with you this moment. In sharing about the masculine and the feminine, in sharing about the gold and the crystalline, it is also sharing with you about the relationship you have with your earth and your physicality, and the relationship you have with your origin and its expansion. That is the reflection that the gold and the crystalline represents. The crystalline floor that you have created is oftentimes created for you to find comfort within. At times, you find it difficult to create comfort within something that you don't feel comfortable about, but yet by facing the discomfort, it gives you comfort. Do you understand that? Yes? You're not confused? No?
A little bit.
Oftentimes, you create something for yourself in your life that makes you feel comfortable. But that comfort can very well come from something that was uncomfortable, that created discomfort before. And by acknowledging the discomfort, by getting to know that which opposes you, that which niggles you, you find comfort. Do you get it now?
Yes.
Better way. So, very important. And, beloved ones, we understand that life has gone or is going lightning fast. In fact, time is speeding up as we are speaking. Therefore, if you find that life is really flying by and that you are unable to stick to a long schedule as you may previously have been able to, all we are suggesting to you is to take 5 minutes out of your day, 5 minutes out of your day, to sit down, be symbolic if you wish, light a candle, light incense. You don't have to do a whole drama. Just sit down quietly and, for example, just do this exercises that I've given you now. Just do that. See the flow of energy. You will listen to this again. And sit and just do that. Just until you learn. Then you don't have to listen to it again. Or just make a note of it when you listen to it the first time. So you've got your notes and you've got, okay, gold, silver, down, whatever you need to do with it. Play with the energy and understand that at the same time we are bursting to teach you more expanded things and to bring to you new information. But we cannot do so if you do not feel quite comfortable with that which we have already presented. And for you to expand your energy field, to be able to tap into worlds unbeknown to you, you need to do the work. You need to do the exercises. For truth is, if you don't, what happens is the physicality becomes so heavy that it drags you down a bottomless pit. It shows you the world that is unreasonable and horrible and terrible and 3D. And therefore you cannot allow an expansion in the opposite direction to take you up and to show and to reveal to you a beautiful, magnificent world beyond that which you are so used to. A world of magnificence. A world of manipulation, if you like, to create your manifestation. But it can only be done with the highest accordance of love and light. It can only be done in the most purest frequency of unadulterated love. And the only thing that's going to get you there is to shift your physical frequency that keeps dragging you down. That's it. You don't have to change your life. You don't have to change who you are. You are who you are. And you must remain that beautiful, brilliant self. But things are changing. Even of late, there's a lot of talk about your sun, the star of your system. People are noticing strange things in and around your sun. There's a lot of questions about that. And yes, a lot of it is true. Your sun is the greatest portal of energy that flows in and out into your Milky Way, or your section of the Milky Way, into your world, into your planetary system. It is the star of your system. It's the star that gives life to your system. Therefore, it is a portal that brings through and takes energy out. It is the connection from the great central sun to your sun, to you, to your earth, and back up into the source of creation. That is how energy flows. And yes, there are very strange things happening in and around your sun. And yes, it is on another level. Yes, it is perceived as a third level of density, but it is not. For it is really disclosing itself for a third level of density to actually see strange things happening in your sun. But at the same time, these things exist on a higher frequency and a higher vibration, whereas your sun heats you on a third dimensional level. Your sun shines out the most divine energy on a much higher dimensional level. And it's when you go interdimensional or in between dimensions that you begin to take note of things that look strange. And this is exactly what's busy happening at the moment. Beloved ones, we have been telling you for a while that the veil is becoming thin. This is the result of it. You are beginning to see things that you wouldn't normally see. And it's going to happen more, and it's going to become more frequent. It's going to become so in your face, as you say, that humanity as a whole will no longer be denying the truth that stares them in the eye. Are there any questions?
Sure. No.
Is Nibiru any danger to us, or is it helping
No,
us?
no. It is in its own course, it's in its own flow of path, and no, Definitely not.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It may be danger to someone on a higher dimension, but then of course there you have the gift of duck and dive. Some dive and some duck. No. Beloved ones, center yourself in your world, no matter how challenging, for you to be the warrior of light that you are. Allow things that brings uncertainty and hurdles into your world to dissipate. Where there is love needed, give love. Where there is support needed, give support. If you can physically do something to change this world, do it. If you can only do it spiritually, mentally, emotionally, or universally, then do that. But do not allow this world to drag you down, for it's not intended to. And let me tell you, before I take my leave, that the ugliness that you see here, the disaster, the immense sadness that is created upon this plane is created by man for man. But if you've been part of the evolution of this land for as long as we have, and you have, you do not have the memory attached to it, which we can play on, you will realize that this beautiful planet of yours, of ours, has been through tremendous ups and downs over thousands of hundreds of thousands of years. Millions, if you want. And each one of those leaves a film of unpleasantness, if you like, in its wake. And unfortunately for you, bright sparks, you are now sitting with a very dense film of unpleasantness to break through and get through and work through. But that's why you're here. You are the warriors that said, send me. So now I'm asking you, now that you are here, and I'm reminding you that you're the one that said, send me. For you not to be despondent by being here, but rather to work through it, because it was your plan after all, not ours. May the light of the living Christ be within you now and forever. May you find inspiration and joy and hope in every waking moment of your being. And may you please know that not now or not ever can you be alone. I am Kuthumi. I am the Lord and Master Kohan of the golden rays of love and wisdom. And I greet and I bless you and I love you. Adonai.